me why I still slam. Because sometimes the microphone stand slouches like a bad boy whose neck I want to choke. Because sometimes the poems punch their way off my tongue, and other times I have to drag them through my rib cage by their hair. Because I have said things in front of a room full of strangers that I wouldn't even say to my own mother. And for good reason. Because I have heard poets say things in front of a room full of strangers that have made me pulse, made me sweat, made me want to push farther, risk everything, be that beautiful. Because sometimes I have felt that beautiful. Because sometimes I have felt ugly too. And it was okay. Because I still have stories to tell. Because I have had my heart broken. Because I have had my heart broken and survived. Because I have had my heart broken, survived, and had someone tell me the poem I wrote about it sucked. Because I have survived that too. Because of the bear hugs and the ahas and the venomous looks we give to the guy whose cell phone goes off. Hey, asshole, can't you see we're listening to poetry here? Because people are listening to poetry here. Because there is poetry here. Every cracked voice, every stutter, every stumble is poetry. Every shaky piece of paper held in shaky hands, every nervous laugh, every awkward pause, poetry. Every time you use your poetry to openly lust after Carlos Andreas Gomez in front of your boyfriend and then stare at him so hard your vagina rings like a bell is still poetry. Every braided head, every untied shoelace, every spilled beer, every yo man, this is my first time doing this. Every man, it's been a minute, but it feels good to be back. Every time a poet says, this is some new shit. And people in the audience lean forward like a dare, like they're looking for a light and the poet's flint be sparking, because I have won. And it didn't make me any more of a poet. And I have lost, and it didn't make me any less of one either, because I have cheered until my throat ran raw, laughed and cried and fell on the damn floor like a fool for poetry, because I am a fool for poetry, because of the poetry, because this, all of this is poetry. Yeah!